Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. Guess we need to introduce, I need to introduce myself, Steve Irwin.
Eric Peters, how are
Hi,
you?
Eric. And so everybody else has met, I assume?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And does anybody have anything that would be construed as a conflict of interest that's on the agenda? Hearing none? Okay. I think you've got the agenda in front of you. Any additions, corrections?
I have the staff hire approval, I have as number 3, and I also have it as number 7 on the agenda.
So it's not both, are they?
It's, no, it's not. It's supposed to be the Kids World Exit Survey, and it should have been put up. You guys had asked me to make a survey, so I brought a copy for you guys
Okay.
to approve.
That's what number 7 should be.
Okay, should I just put it on next meeting?
I mean, it's not an action item, right? We don't have
Just
to
a-
act on it, do we? Is there-
No, just for our
Just
information.
an FYI,
Yeah.
I guess, as far as I'm concerned, we can add it on there, it's not an action item,
Right?
Okay.
right? And it's called what again? It's
The exit survey for parents when they leave.
Okay,
I would only say that because several have to go, if it wants to be a lengthy discussion, maybe we do want to do it in the next meeting, that's the only.
And I
thing.
can move it to the next meeting too. I just wanted you to know that I did get one completed, so.
Okay.
okay, why don't we just eliminate it then?
Okay.
You want to bring it up next time?
Sure.
That's fine. Any other changes? Entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Agenda is approved. Minutes of the August meeting.
I did email them to you. I do have a copy here if anybody needs to review that.
I read.
Like, how long ago was that? I read them.
You probably were in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, waiting on Mary yet.
No, I don't think so.
A motion to approve the minutes of the past meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, she motioned.
Okay.
Dallas
Second.
motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any other discussion on the minutes? All those in favor of approving them, say aye. Opposed? Financial report for the end of August. Everybody had a chance to review it?
Sorry, I printed off that one as a ledger instead of the other form we're used to, so on the register report, down at the bottom, we had that Jerry's Plumbing and Service, a maintenance call. We had one of our, it's like a motor part of the furnace, all of a sudden the mine is,
It was a
compressor,
condenser.
condenser, had went kapooey on us. And so that is I have turned that bill into the foundation. I'm waiting to hear back from that, but that was what that expense is there. And then we also had, under Gherkin, the window maintenance, we had a window shot by a BB gun, and that's the cost to replace that. That's the second time it's happened, and there was a report filled out. So, and it's first time and second time.
Which window was it?
It's down where the garden area is, facing those trees.
Facing the trees.
The last one was the 3-year-old room, facing the playground.
So it's
Somebody
north,
taking shots from
northeast
the,
side.
somebody taking shots from the tree.
I don't know if they're shooting, I don't know if they're trying to shoot rabbits, or I don't know how they end up in the
Or
window, but
Trying to shoot a
they're,
window.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so, they're just a little round, the seal's broke now, so that's the
Okay.
cost of replacement on that.
The
Uh,
insurance.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up too, is that, I mean, we should turn that in for insurance.
Except
but
you
I
would
don't
have a
know.
deductible more than one.
Yes.
It might be, but
Yeah.
it's probably worth checking.
It is,
It
I
is.
have checked into that insurance
Okay.
part of it.
Okay. Okay,
In other words, the financials are pretty much the same with the register report. I didn't know if you had, one of you board members pointed out the kids' cash summary, why it looks like it's a negative amount. That's because the Wednesday of August fell in, the last Wednesday in August was the 31st, and we don't cash the checks until September 2nd, so that deposit will show up on September 2nd, so
it
that's
was
why there's...
positive, though, wasn't it? 51, 40,
No, Well, there's a, if you subtract,
Yeah, 5140
This-
minus 49, so it's a little bit. And a couple $100.
yeah. But the last couple weeks have been really good in September with it.
Good.
It was nice.
Think more people are becoming aware?
I think they're becoming aware, and then, I mean, I have a copy of my newsletter that I sent out to parents, and I did have 3 parents go, what is this? You know, so,
I cleaned out the back porch too.
on the kids' cash.
Yes.
And then the sign out front, I did have a couple people,
Or no, not the kids cash, sorry, that would be the
the,
cans.
Cans,
I'm like
yes.
confused right now.
yeah,
Kids cash, I need to do that.
so, and it's, I know I haven't, it's been pretty crazy here in the month of September, and I don't say that every month, but I haven't got a chance to meet with Brandy. We talked about doing some little things to promote it around town as well with it, but,
And we get our first half of the city
we
funding
did
is
get
in
that,
here, right?
it is in there. It's under,
And actually, even without that in there, we would have been pretty close to flush.
For
As for
schools.
Eric's, I don't know if, so he kind of knows, some we've kind of picked up over the years. If you look at tuition and compare it to payroll, usually if those numbers are close,
Yeah.
the month's pretty good. It's kind of what we aim for.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the financials? Whenever you're ready, I'd entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the financial report.
Been moved that they be approved. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second, any other discussion on the financials? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the financials as presented, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
a copy of
Molly?
my
Yeah.
board report. The children have increased, obviously with school starting, and there was quite a significant from the month before, increase with the tuition. I think it was $277 and it's $309, so that's about 27 cents or so with the increase with the hour. We have pretty much stayed in line with the CACFP, as it's printed out there. I was happy to find out that we have, we have 6 children out of 18 children in our 3-4-year-old program that qualified for the preschool scholarship. So I was really happy to give those assistance to those children for them to attend from 9 to 11:30 in the morning. It's a fun group. We have Sally's in there as the lead, and Cody Allen is the teacher's aide, and it's been working really well. The sign for the endowment grant has now been completed, and the final report was submitted.
It looks very good.
I need to change the timer, with the light changing, it's getting darker before it comes on, but I have a note on my desk, I just need to run down the basement and adjust that timer so it comes on. And the wraparound grant at this time was funding from the state. It was to assist a child to come before and after Head Start, and there currently isn't anybody in Head Start that qualifies for it. Both parents have to be working or in some type of schooling, working 28 hours in some type of schooling. And a lot of the parents, both parents aren't working. So I have talked to them, they're gonna let me hold my spot. I'm kind of a unique one, most people have 3. We were just receiving 1, so if I don't have 1, my main concern was losing the wraparound grant because it's like a real big grant to do, and at this time, I just need to complete a little form so they'll hold the spot for us for the future, because who knows, they do have 18 children, they have room for 20, they might have 1 that come in here yet, and then they'd be able to use it, so. I was happy to know that I could hold it, I was sad to know that we don't have anybody that qualifies. First time that's happened since I've been here. First time for everything. We had our fall bulb fundraiser and we propped it at $581.40. The ones who supported it great, and it was greatly appreciated. It's a pretty simple fundraiser for us. We have also, I am in the process of renewing our QRS. That's the Iowa Quality Rating Scale. We're at a level 5. They have changed the point system on this scale. We're currently sitting at, I think it was 52 points, and you only need a 37. They really, they had a good thing there, and they've really changed it. So, yeah, but we're still working hard on it, and I'm still going to be filling in those papers. Hopefully, have it all turned in October. It expires in November, so we'll have that. They also kind of backlogged with their numbers, but cut down. With this, I also did some checking, and the Iowa Quality Preschool Program Standards, that's for our preschools. We had that verification that was done. I never got a report, finally got a hold of the right lady, and we are verified. And so that's pretty cool. We're one of the first child care centers that have been verified with the Iowa Quality Preschool Program System. And so I was really tickled to get that news. I am waiting for a certificate. She did remind me that the state is really backlogged with this, but she sent me a little email saying that I'm certified, and if you have any questions, the person should call her because we're definitely verified. So that's a real awesome thing to have, and to know that we're doing the same thing that the public schools are doing with the Iowa Preschool Program Standards. I have been busy hiring them staff and teacher's aide and cook. It's been kind of hectic here. I felt that this whole month has kind of been a wash as a director. I've been just maintaining what I need to do. I will be very honest with the staff changing and needing more staff, and it's just, I have been in ratio a lot trying to help, and I haven't had to cook yet, so that's a good thing. I can do dishes and clean the lunchroom, but...
Good thing for you or good thing for the kids?
Good thing for the kids. I mean, I can throw the pizza in the
I'm
oven
sure
like
you
you
do
guys
fine.
can, but I have, Jane Bennett has been helping out very graciously with that situation. Our new president for the Kids Road Volunteer Group is Zelda Dam, and I've been working with her already, and she's really great to work with. The whole group is a really great group to have that supports us at the center. Early childhood board meeting I attended in Odeboat. I like to keep in attendance with that, just to keep aware of what the state's talking about and seeing where the funding is going, and did that. Any questions, comments, or concerns from my board report?
No? Good. Good job. By the way, we all had months where we don't do it.
I just kind of seem to go on a streak here.
We all had months. Old business, year-end report.
I have a copy of that, and I didn't get many copies of it, but what I've done is I did the year before, and this is the previous year, 09-010, and this is this year. And you can see, and I can show those, and I can pass those around. I have this that it breaks it all down, but you can really see there has been a dramatic loss. It was from that, and I gave you guys at the last
I mean,
month.
what's amazing is the bottom line isn't.
Absolutely.
I'll read it off to you. From 9 to, this goes July 1 to July 1, so July 1 of 9 to June 30th of 10, inflows were 300, I'm rounding, 361,000. We had outflows of 355,000. So we actually were about 6,000 ahead. Now this last year from 10 to 11, it was 328,000 inflows. So that's down about 33,000. That's almost 10%. But our outflows, our expenses went down 23,000 to 331. So actually our net, we were about 4,000 short for the year, according to that, 3,700. So it was about a 10,000 bottom line swing from one year to the next.
And when
I mean, I think it's amazing you can keep your expenses down as much as you have with that.
I think it's just staff cuts, and not filling staff positions.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
the,
much.
not having an on-site and having the director
Yeah.
spread like butter. You know how that goes. But I gave you the month before I gave you the tuition. report, and you guys should have a copy, and if you didn't, I can recopy it, but that was this was the income. But that's pretty much all lump sum, the income versus the,
Yeah, I didn't. Did you hand that out? the last
Yes, I
meeting?
did, but I
that
can get
wasn't
you a
here.
copy
I
of
would
that.
like to see that.
okay, I gladly
Get
get you a
an
copy.
email or kind
Yep.
of works.
It'll be copied if I can.
That's fine.
Okay.
We really should try to analyze where that drop is from.
I
Is
need
that
to
on
meet,
there?
I need to get my committee together
Okay.
that with that, so we can come and present. I do have it. I have
Okay.
the answer.
Okay.
I'd like to,
All right.
have my committee meet so we
Okay.
can discuss
Fine.
that.
Okay. Any other old business? New business? We've got a new board member to approve, don't we?
Yeah, make a motion to approve Eric Peters as a new board member.
I second that motion.
Everybody jumps at it, everybody jumps at it. Quick, do it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve Eric Dieters as a new board member. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign.
Can't get away now.
Well, congratulations,
Yeah, I know.
Eric. Welcome to the
No, no,
board. Thanks for your willing to spend your time here.
Like I told Molly, just stamp sucker on my forehead.
Well, then we all have the same thing.
We're
You know,
all wearing
that's
the
the
same
thing.
badge.
You know, they do so much for the kids, it's just kind of one of those things.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm involved in scouting and,
Good for you. It's very worthwhile. Well, thank you.
sure.
Childcare rates?
I have been in contact with my support from the Children's Finance Group. We started talking, I got to digging, and it got a little crazy here at the center. My girl there has been on hold. I have signed up for this when tuition is not enough finance class in October at Des Moines that I will be attending. That's an all-day session. I attended it last year. It was a different topic, but same group, and I'm working on that. That's one of the subjects that it's sitting there on my desk, but I didn't get to dig into it like I really wanted to. But this First Finance group has been very supportive for me in talking through it. We just didn't get to. I wanted to gather more information of them to meet with my committee to discuss, to present to you guys. I just didn't have enough time.
Apparently if there's a class for it, there's.
Yes. I'm not the only one asking the same questions, and they have lots of neat computer programs that you plug in some numbers and they tell you what they. So I'm excited about learning more about it.
Good. Staff hire approval.
I have the hire of Crystal Suave. It's Sawevel. She's from the Fonda area. Brianna Werches, she's from the Sac City. And Brittany Hetrick, Hetrick. Those three are all teachers' aides. And I've hired Donna Peterson, and she's from Lakeview, and that is Peterson. With our cook leaving, I put an ad in the paper. We had 4 applications turned in. We had about 6 of them picked up, and we've interviewed, and now we've hired. So Jane, she actually came in today, and she was working with Jane to get an idea.
Good.
Any questions about any of the girls?
So there are 4 of them?
There are 4 of them.
Crystal Sawevel, Sawevel.
Uh-huh.
Brianna Werches, what was the third one?
Brittany
Brit-
Hetrick.
Okay.
It's Hetrick.
Okay, got it, thanks.
Brittany, I hired as an on-call teacher's aide, and I hired her
She's-
Friday, and she's already,
She's been called in?
Yeah, so,
Oh my God.
can I have the approval
We
of
have
those?
a motion to approve.
Make it.
Move.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good. Board terms,
They, in October,
forever? Yeah, everybody wants to know. Just kidding.
and I can meet with my committee. I just wanted to make sure that I brought it up. I had Steve in 2011. I have Jim Frederick in 2011, Tom, and Dallas. So if we have to get a committee to discuss, meet with these people to ask if they're wanting to continue, and if not, then we need to find replacements for them. Eric did replace Tina Zimmerman.
Okay.
I should have said that earlier. So
Well,
I,
actually, Eric's on for 1 year.
yes,
You're actually a
to 2012,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, how long that term's 4 years or
40.
Forever.
40?
I ran a
You
term
can
limit.
do it.
I ran a term limit.
So you
You're
hit
2012,
So you hit social security.
See you, Dal.
so I mean, I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware that I will need to contact the committee.
Whatever.
Ask, or I can ask, and then we'll see what
That
positions.
sounds-
I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that.
They are their 3-year terms.
About the service of providing being able to accept credit cards. And there was a couple different options. The first option was bringing in a little machine and having a swiper, and the cost for that one is $210 to set up. To just have the terminal is $182 to get that set up. And that one we just, we call, use the telephone, punch in the numbers, and then we get a print out our receipt thing from this receipt.
Have a monthly charge on
Yes, I have a copy of that. They're the same breakout, but there's the two different ones. And again, if I need to set up a committee to review if this is something we want to do, we've been talking about it for a couple, we talked about it about 6 months ago, and it got put back, and then I got a hold of the bank, and this is who the bank is recommending, and that's where I'm at. I got tons of information about it. It seemed like to me the one we're just calling, using the phone was the best one. Again, we would take a cut from the child care of that percentage on the bottom there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but would be, ways of making sure that we get
That percent would be better than not getting.
getting anything, right? And a lot of times what I'm hearing, and I know from my own siblings, the younger generation seems to not even use the checkbook. They use their debit cards and their credit cards. They don't even use the checkbooks. So,
Yeah.
I think I'm in the other area.
Well,
Just-
Moving back here from Phoenix, it was just kind of a, what's a check?
Yeah.
You know, it was just something that just pull the card out and they swipe it, pull the card out and they swipe it. I mean, it's a lot easier.
We always have to go find ours whenever
The checkbook people.
there's someone that doesn't take them.
Yeah, so it was just kind of, oh yeah, that's right. No.
In fact, the only reason we have one is for you.
Oh, really? And so, maybe this would be, I don't know, we can set the committee up and ask if we just want to switch to this. We already have the automatic withdrawal set up. We have a couple parents using that, so
What do you think the parents would think about it? I think that's the most important
I
thing.
know.
Maybe you could do a little survey when
Okay,
they come in. Because
okay,
that really is more
Sure.
important than what anybody else thinks.
okay.
don't you
If it would be,
Yeah,
that's a great
that's-
idea.
No, that's a good idea. It's something that, there are those people that are just not gonna want it, period.
Right, and they don't have to do it, but are there some that really would like that?
But if it's gonna pay for us if we only get one parent
Right,
to use it, then are
exactly.
we gonna be
I'm sorry, what was the monthly again?
right there? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Was it?
12, 11?
Yeah. So and it was, what'd you say it was, 280 or so to set up?
182.
Or 168,
182.
32.
And then the fees, we get a percentage out of that?
Percentage, what do you mean?
Well, as far as, well, just,
We pay it.
give up.
yeah,
We
you're
give up
giving up a
5%.
0.5% or whatever it is.
Out of $150, it was where was I seeing that? I'd send it right on the top, I guess it doesn't. But I can sure just,
It's about $3,
out of $150,
just 2%.
2%.
Hmm.
But there's that one-time fee of setting that up, so. And I will gladly do a survey and have an answer back, I gotta checklist of parents and I can say, would you be interested in having us use the debit or Shazam card? Yay or nay?
Mhm.
So I can do that and have that, and then we can make a decision from that on the next meeting then.
Is there a commitment on length of time that we have to sign up for?
I can ask him, I don't remember him saying that.
I mean, what I'm saying is if we tried it for 6 months or a
Right,
year,
I thought about that, if you got into
Nobody's
it.
using that, we might want
You
to,
might just get rid of it.
yeah, that'd probably be
I mean, you'd still obviously lose the setup fee, but,
right.
Right,
you know, and then whatever we're gonna pay out for the people that actually use it. But you might be surprised, I've got intuition, I'm betting that there's probably gonna be quite a few parents that would say they'd like to do it.
Good deal.
okay. How am I out? Oop, sorry.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Spaghetti supper date?
Yep.
You done?
Yep, I kind of looked at a calendar quickly.
Mhm.
We had in the past done it in the month of September. It's just been, and I was looking at the dates, the only date I could see in September that would possibly work would be the 23rd, which is a Friday night.
Is
Because
it a fundraiser though, when we need to get the information out?
Sure.
I mean, that's kind of.
But I have parents that are already asking me because I've usually done it, but I can also go into October. That's not a problem. I just,
I was thinking it was during basketball season.
no, that's when we used to do the pork fee. It's always during football season.
Okay.
And I had a couple parents who were asking me, and I told them, yes, we're planning on doing it. We will let them know. 'Cause-
Could we do it mid-October, it would at least give them, a month
Mhm.
of us being able to, get the word out.
I mean, do you want it during a home football game, an away
No.
football game?
Because the football games are played in Wall
Right.
Lake. If it was away, because we go to Timbuktu anymore, that-
Well, I think I agree. I think look for an October
October?
date of an away game.
I had,
Shoot, there's only, I think the season's over by about the 15th of October now.
and then in October, I looked October 11th. It's a Tuesday night. Does anybody know of anything? I could,
You played, oh,
Could compete against Lions Club, maybe.
I don't know.
That's
Are they
huge.
doing-
I mean, they meet
They're
twice a
just their
month.
regular meeting.
Oh,
Regular
okay.
meetings, they're 2 Tuesdays a month.
Yeah, but that start, I mean, what time does it start? I
well,
don't
we
think
served at
that's-
5 o'clock last time.
I don't think that's
Saying that it
anything to
was-
stay away
And
from.
maybe not. Yeah.
And
think
I
they
see
have-
there's a
Five
high
to
school
five.
volleyball tournament someplace, but it doesn't say where it's at or to be determined yet on this, so I don't know if there's,
Now, where do they play the football game?
Wall Lake.
Yeah, for home games?
the football games that get played here at junior high. We could do one on it, the junior high gets done playing over here.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking is, if we do a home game,
It'd
we're
be
gonna have a
for
lot
the
of people
junior
from,
high.
from like out of town or
That's
something
okay.
like that
Parents
too.
And there's one
Junior high
October
games,
4th in Sac, and, which is a Tuesday night, first Tuesday night, and then there's,
what we do October 4th.
there's one Monday night, October 3rd, here in Sac. All the rest of them are away for junior high games that played here.
Tuesday, I think, might be better because you could get a reminder to the school people on a Monday.
Put
Put
the
it in
word
the
out then.
announcements or whatever.
And October 4th is, early in the month before it gets,
Too crazy.
shoot for October 4th.
Sure.
Okay, I'll be letting you guys, I'll be in contact with,
I think last year I donated the sauce. I'll be glad to do that
Yeah.
again.
okay,
Just let me know how much you need.
okay.
Summer Carnival fundraiser.
Okay, I believe that was that John?
Yeah,
John had-
I'm on the men's club down Lakeview, and they've always had one group, and usually it's been the Boy Scouts, are not gonna do it anymore, pick up beer cans. And it's bad hours, but for 3 nights, you pay $1,000. Basically, they're gonna.
Start at midnight and get done at 2 in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, probably. I know the Boy Scouts, they
Usually wake
scrub
anyway.
things down, sanitize, but they didn't make any speculation that we had to do anything like that. It's just, they're gonna try to get a cage kind of this size, put it in the middle, I think, and just have people, a basketball hoop or something up in it and try to get them to corral them a little bit more. But it involves digging through trash cans they get about $700 worth of cans, and then they just pay whoever it is that picks them up. They throw the full $1,000, so they're out $300 to do it. figure it's a good deal, so they don't have to do it. So that's an option if they can find enough people. I know Tom and I are gonna have conflicts a lot of times because of conference that weekend up at Okoboji. I
Could we
get-
call on parents or board members
Exactly,
or
I mean,
whatever?
$1,000.
What weekend is that?
It's
Third
usually in the
weekend
middle
in
of
July.
July.
Hottest day in the world.
Yeah.
Well, it would be hot at
Two
1
weekends
o'clock in the
after
morning.
What's that?
2 weeks after the 4th of July.
So
Yeah.
we're talking about for next year already.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, that's the thing, is that's something that I think that we could probably talk to the parents about. You know, see if
Most of the
anybody,
businesses
any of them would wanna do that.
Yep.
I'd be willing to come out and, you know, corral beer cans, and it's no big deal.
$1,000. And
How many people do you think it takes?
it just, they were supposed to have the Boy Scouts doing it, but it ended up being the 2 leaders that would do it. So, I mean, if you can get probably, and I get stuck doing the Sunday night late one every year. And really, that Sunday night, there's not a lot going on there. So,
How long
main
does
one,
it typically take?
The main one is Saturday night.
Saturday night, Friday night,
Friday
it's gonna
night.
probably
Friday
take
nights and
a couple
Saturday.
hours, I was thinking.
At least.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, put my name down for it next year, if we need some people to do it, I can certainly come down and do it.
Yeah, we
You
just
know, it wouldn't take much.
probably want to have good gloves, rubber gloves.
Yeah.
I got some,
Mhm.
but hopefully
If
they're.
they make it different than what they do, because they usually have like a little fence around the outside where people would just toss it over the fence, plus everything else kind of gets tossed over.
What do you put them into? You have to put them in big
Probably
bags?
bags.
Those
Yeah.
bags.
Bag 'em up like
Bags.
this.
Yeah, you can get some pretty good sized bags.
So
Yeah,
you
I-
let them know that we're interested?
I called Al